The day the web went down, the world learned again how much we depend on the cloud. On October 20th, 2025. AWS, which is the biggest cloud service provider in the world, had a major loss that day. A bug in the software broke a part of the system that handles DNS, domain name system. Suddenly, thousands of websites and apps ceased to function. Online shops were not able to accept funds. The banks shut down. A lot of smart home gadgets quit working as well. Even though Amazon solved the issue in just a few hours, the damage was already done. Experts estimate that during the shutdown, businesses worldwide lost over $3 billion in sales and productivity. The stock price of Amazon went down by about 2%. The event made one thing clear: the cloud is the backbone of the whole digital world, not just a place to store photos and watch movies online. A cloud computer is just a computer that you don't own. It's someone else's computer that's stored in a huge data center and that you connect to over the internet. You rent computing power, storage, or software from a company like Amazon, Microsoft, or Google when you use the cloud. This way, you don't have to keep all of your programs and files on your computer or on the server for your business. Similar to paying for water or electricity, you only pay for the cloud services you use. Everything changed because of this idea. Now, even small businesses can use powerful tech without having to spend a lot of money on gear or hire large IT teams. The same tools that used to need a whole data center can now be accessed by anyone with an internet link. How does cloud computing work? A lot of computers, spread out over thousands of data centers, make up the cloud. Your files are stored on these computers, which also run programs and handle data for websites and services. When you use the cloud, these things happen. You use the internet to connect to a cloud service provider. You are given virtual machines or storage space from one of the provider's data centers. It works like any other computer, letting you store files, host websites, and run apps. The resources are put back into the shared pool so that other people can use them when you're done. Virtualization is the technology that makes this system work. It lets one real server act like many different computers. This is what makes cloud computers adaptable, scalable, and cheap. There are three main types of cloud computing: IaaS, infrastructure as a service. With this service, you rent networks, computers, and storage space. Amazon EC2 is an example. PaaS, platform as a service to build and test apps, you rent a full lab. Google App Engine is an example. Software as a service, SaaS, lets you use full software online, like Gmail, Zoom, or Salesforce. With these models, anyone can use strong computer tools without having to take care of the gear. The idea behind the cloud goes back further than the internet. Computers were big and cost a lot back in the 1950s. Companies shared them through a method called time sharing, in which many people logged on to the same computer at the same time. It was the first time that people used shared computing. A computer scientist named J.C.R. Licklider had a dream in the 1960s of an intergalactic computer network where everyone could get to programs and data from anywhere. When the internet was created many years later, his idea came true. As the internet grew in the 1990s, more and more people started to offer services online. Salesforce was one of the first companies to offer software over the web in 1999. This is now known as SaaS. But the real change happened in the 2000s. In the early 2000s, Amazon's online store was growing rapidly, so it needed strong computers to keep up. It set up a massive network of computers to handle sales, traffic, and data on the website. After a while, Amazon understood that other businesses might pay to use the same system. In 2006, Amazon Web Services, AWS, was born. AWS released two services that changed the world of technology for good. The Simple Storage Service, S3, lets you store files online. Elastic Compute Cloud, EC2, is a service that allows users to rent virtual computers. Anyone, from a small business to a big company, could rent computer power over the internet for the first time. This lets businesses like Dropbox, Netflix, and Airbnb grow quickly without having to buy their own computers. After Amazon's success, Microsoft and Google entered the competition by developing Azure and Google Cloud Platform, GCP. These three giants now control the whole cloud business around the world. Amazon Web Services, AWS, has about a third of the world's cloud business, making it the market winner. AWS works in more than 20 countries and provides more than 200 services. A lot of websites, like Netflix, Twitch, and some parts of Apple's iCloud, run on it. Microsoft Azure comes in second. It works really well for business and government use. Because Microsoft has been making software for so long, it was able to connect Windows, Office, and business tools straight to the cloud. Google Cloud Platform. Google Cloud works with businesses like Spotify and Snap and is known for its strong AI, machine learning, and data analytics tools. Alibaba Cloud is the best service in China and Asia. IBM Cloud and Oracle Cloud, these are for safe, banking, and business data platforms. Smaller companies, such as DigitalOcean and Volta, offer engineers easy-to-use services at low prices. The cloud has changed the way everyone uses technology. This is why it was so well known. Scalability means that you can quickly add or remove processing power. Less expensive, you don't have to buy pricey computers or data centers. Speed, you can put new software and changes in place in minutes. Access around the world means that anyone with an online link can work. Reliability, data is kept in several places to protect it and back it up. Almost all services today depend on cloud software, from banks to games. Cloud technology is being used by even government services, hospitals, and schools to go online. The cloud is helpful in many ways, but it's not perfect. When a big cloud service goes down, millions of websites and apps can also go down. When AWS went down in 2025, it showed how one bug can slow down huge parts of the internet. It makes us think about how much we depend on a few businesses. Safety, the cloud has strong barriers to keep data safe, but no system is completely safe. Sensitive data can be made public by setup errors, lost passwords, or hacker attacks. Privacy rules like GDPR make it even harder to manage data that is spread around the world. Dependence and lock-in, it can be hard and expensive for a business to move to a different service once it has built its processes around one. Large cloud companies have a lot of power over their customers because they are locked in. Surprises in costs, pay-as-you-go seems simple, but costs can rise quickly with system growth or increased traffic. Even with these problems, most experts say that the pros of the cloud far outweigh the cons, especially since service providers are always making it more stable and safe. Cloud computing has a bright and full of new ideas future. What's next will be shaped by these major trends. Using the edge. Companies are moving some of their computer power closer to users, like inside smart cities or workplaces, so they don't have to store all of their data in faraway data centers. This cuts down on lag and speeds up processes. Edge computing is the name for it. Hybrid and multiple clouds. Companies no longer only use one cloud. They use a mix of public, private, and on-premises to stay flexible and avoid problems like the AWS crash. Computing without servers. With this model, writers don't have to worry about computers at all. They only have to send code, and when it's needed, the cloud will run it for them. You only pay for what runs, not for time when nothing is happening. Smart computers are called AI. The cloud powers most of the rapidly expanding AI. AI models need a lot of computing power, so businesses rent cloud computers to teach and run them. These days, Amazon, Google, and Microsoft are all trying to be the best at AI services. Cloud that is green and lasts. There is a lot of power used in data centers. To help protect the environment, cloud service companies are moving to clean energy and making cooling systems that use less energy. Google already gets all of its power from clean sources, and Microsoft wants to be carbon neutral by 2030. Cloud of quantum. Though it's still very new, cloud service providers are testing quantum computing. These are compelling computers that can solve problems that normal computers can't. One day, everyone might be able to use the cloud to rent quantum power. The 2025 AWS failure showed that the cloud is strong and weak at the same time. It links the world together when it works and stops everything when it doesn't. Now the challenge is to make systems that can keep running even if one part breaks. These days, cloud computing is like the engine that runs everything. The cloud is where most of the things you do online, like watch videos, buy things, and talk to AI chatbots, happen. At first, it was a smart way to share computer power. It's now as important as water or electricity, a new type of global infrastructure that runs everything from cell phones to supercomputers. We are no longer in the future of the cloud. Today is the present, and it keeps getting bigger every day.